Hi everyone, it's Donna from Little Spaceman Paper Crafts, and today's project I have for you is covering a notebook. I bought these, I think I got them from the range, I think. That one's stuck together. I think there was a pack of four for £1. So I thought it'd be fun to have a go at covering one. This is one I did earlier. I'm very into the Gorgeous Girls from Centauro at the moment. I love all their, I've got lots of die cuts and papers and things. So I'm going to show you how I made this. The way to measure a notebook of any size, I think these ones are A7. You just measure, let me show you one without a cover. You just measure the front, and then you measure this bit where the papers rather, and then you measure a section on the back for the amount that you want to stick over. And then you just, when you stick it, I will remind you again, but don't stick your card to this bit, otherwise if you're tearing notes off they just won't move, they won't come off. So we are using the Gorgeous Girls again to make our next one. Put that to one side. Okay, so bring in your notebook. You need a piece of cardstock that measures 7 7/8 long ways by 4 1/8 that way. You need a piece of designer series paper, whatever you decide to use, and this needs to measure 5 6/8 by 4. Okay, and then whatever decorations you want to use. Okay, let me just bring in my scoreboard. So when you measure this bit across the top, that's the score width. So you'd need to do a score line on either side just for that to sit flush in. So on this size notebook, your score lines will be, you'll have one at 6, and then one at 6 and 1/8. Okay, put that to one side, and if you get out your bone folder and just burnish those. And before you do anything else, just double check that that will fit over. Now that fits, but the thing that you need on these sort of books is just a tiny little lip. In fact, I might even cut a fraction off there because it might just be too much, but you need something for it to sort of grab onto. So we're going to put our designer series paper on before we do any more decoration. Okay, so let's do that. These are great fun, especially for the children that are starting back at school. You can really sort of go to town on them, make them really cute ones. Again, I mean, as I say, they were from the range, so a pack of 4 was £1. So if you've got craft bits at home that you want to use, then yeah, I would go for it. I'm just actually going to trim that little bit off. I obviously didn't account for that in the measurements, so you just need to judge yourself really if you think you need to take a little bit off. Okay. To stick it, because obviously it's only going to be stuck down by this little panel, you need quite a strong adhesive. Red line tape would be really good. I don't have a very good history with red line tape, especially on videos, so I am just going to use some of this Kalal tacky glue, which is brilliant. So I'm just going to use that. Now I'll show you now, one second. Only put your adhesive up to the score line. You don't want to put it past that, otherwise you won't be able to tear your pages out. you just line that up and push it against the score line, line it up so it's straight, that would help. Okay, and I have it the wrong way round. And then when you've got it in the right position, just stick it down, and there is your notebook. Okay, now this is the bit I like best, it's the decoration. So I have a few little bits here that I select to put, and I'm just going to lay these out just to make sure they look all right, and see if I like them where they are. Yeah, I quite like that actually. Maybe a few buttons down there. Yeah, I quite like that. So let's go with that. So stick this on. But it's actually, I mean, there's so much that you can use really to decorate your notebooks. Go through your scrap drawer. I mean, we've all got them as crafters. We've all got things that we're keeping and not sure what to do with, and you know, I think these are a really good excuse to get all your scrap bits out. And glue dot up there, the bow. And then just a couple for the buttons. Oops. I was going to say, this is really quite a good gadget for little glue dots. Okay, so there is our little notebook. Again, these make great gifts, or brilliant for the children starting back at school. I've got a niece that's starting college as well, so I've made her one. So there you go. If you want me to make anything in particular, or if you've seen something you'd like me to try and copy for you, or anything really, you can find me on Facebook under Little Spaceman Paper Crafts, or you can leave me a comment. I'll leave the link to my Facebook page in the down bar as well. So thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to see more of my videos, and thanks again. Take care. Bye bye.